tell you some mole day jokes. I remember when Avogadro got one of his teeth pulled. It was one of his molars. What type of math did Avogadro teach again? Oh yeah, that's right. It was multiplication.
If you put a mole of marbles on the earth, how much would it cover?
If I put a mole of marbles on the earth, how much would it cover? 6 point something times 10 to the something, 10 to the 24th. The United States.
50 miles deep.
50 miles deep?
So if you stacked up a mole of paper, how high would it go?
A mole of paper?
Yeah, how high would it go?
Not at all. There would be no height to it at all. Would there be a mole of paper? Oh no, wait a minute. A mole is 10 to the 23rd something, right?
Yeah.
But
It would
it's still
go-
paper.
Yeah, it would go to the moon and back 80 billion times.
Did it really? You stacked a mole of paper.
Yeah,
So
so
10 to
paper's
the
like this.
23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I saying? I mean,
It's
just
6 times
just a
0.02.
couple, just 80 stacks that high.
A mole of second represents a span of time of
1 second.
no. The answer is 4 million times as long as the Earth has already existed. What do you think a mole is?
A mole is a really ugly animal that gets in my pool filter. I always forget they're in there, and I go and grab the leaves out with my hand, and it's really gushy, and I eat them.
Okay, what do you think a mole is?
Well, I think a mole, since I've seen various numbers for it, it's probably a measurement for something very small, or an element or something like that.
So what do you think a mole is?
You mean mathematically, or do you mean an animal?
Mathematics.
Is it 3.13 or something?
Okay, if you stack a mole of papers, how far do you think it'll reach?
A mole of papers?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It goes to the moon and back 80 billion times.
A mole is like the basic unit of chemistry.
Okay, so what's the number?
6.02 times 10 to the 23rd.
Good job.
Okay, today we are going to learn how to make a molar solution, which is a practical application of moles in substances or compounds. So for example, let's make a saltwater solution. So if I was going to make a 1 molar solution of sodium chloride, what I would first have to figure out is how many moles there are in sodium chloride. And what you could do 2 ways. You could find out how many grams are in 1 mole of sodium and how many grams are in 1 mole of chloride and add them together. Or conveniently, the companies have it right on the bottle for you. So I know that 1 mole of sodium chloride is 58.44 grams. So if I want to use this as a solute in a solution, what I need to do is use a balance scale and weigh out 58.44 grams of sodium chloride. What you then do would dump the sodium chloride into your Erlenmeyer flask, and you would dissolve it in water. And to finish off, to get a 1 molar solution, I would fill that to 1,000 milliliters, which is 1 liter of solution. If you need a 2 molar solution or a 3 molar solution, you would just multiply your grams by 2 or 3 to get those solutions. There you go.
Hello. Many people here will be focusing on the scientific definition of the mole. I vouch to tell some true facts about the mole, scattered in with some incredibly not true facts. Let's begin. The mole is without a doubt nature's cruelest predator. Hunting, despite being nearly completely blind, it hunts using an acute sense of smell, along with its cloaking capabilities and rudimentary witchcraft. In fact, its sense of smell is so sensitive that it can smell fear from up to 30 miles away, and 1 month into the future. Its prey consists mainly of small insects, leaves, grass, shattered dreams, and family pets. The star-nosed mole, despite being the most bizarre-looking mole, has adapted its nose to be so fine-tuned that it can notice and eat prey in as little as 120 milliseconds. For reference, blink your eye. The star-nosed mole could have eaten 3.5 things by the time you finished. One of those things could have been your cat. Star-nosed moles are also some of the only mammals that can smell underwater. It does this by blowing bubbles and then re-inhaling them. To show how difficult this is, go into your local swimming pool, blow a bubble, and then try sniffing it. All moles belong to the same social society, a rigid dictatorship led by the Mole King, a cruel and ruthless dictator bent on world domination. They nearly accomplished this through the Roman Empire, but with their forces spread thin, their forces fell apart. Julius Caesar was in fact actually just multiple star-nosed moles standing on each other's backs. They nearly succeeded once again through using a marionette puppet they called Napoleon Bonaparte, operating him through a series of pulleys and winches. Calling a spy a mole derives its origins from the mole's talent for espionage. If you ever sight a star-nosed mole, you must remain calm and show no fear. Weakness is a capital offense in the Mole Empire. If you are to survive, you must challenge him to any contest of your choice. If you win, he shall spare you and grant you 3 wishes, but only those relating to the fig tree in some way. Many mythical beasts are inspired by encounters with moles. These tales include all involving genies, werewolves, Bram Stoker's Dracula, and Snow White. Moles spend their entire life underground, except when the planets are aligned within 3 degrees of error. When this day happens is the day human civilization shall fall. The mole's closest living relative is in fact the peanut. The holiday of Halloween is actually a clever ruse made to disguise humans as monsters on the day of the mole's scouting party. This frightens the moles and sends them back into their underground labyrinth for another year. A mole's tears are capable of curing or causing any disease. This is unfortunate, as crying is also a capital offense to the Mole Empire. Moles' tears are made even rarer by the fact that moles are actually not organic beings. They are in fact clockwork mechanisms deriving power from the movement of Earth's tectonic plates. As you can see, moles are very fascinating and possibly very dangerous creatures. It's up to you to decide what facts are true and what facts are not. Thank you for your time.